malicious actors installing something on your computer that uses your system resources to profit them. Hello and welcome to the PC Security channel. Norton is apparently now a crypto miner, and so is Avira. And given Avast and AVG are also part of the same company now, wouldn't be surprised if they announced the same thing in a couple of months. So what does this mean essentially? So Norton is going to install a crypto mining extension to its applications, and that's going to allow you to mine Ethereum for now. And maybe later they'll add more cryptocurrencies. But the general idea is that now an antivirus program is going to come with a crypto miner. Now, I have nothing against crypto mining. People who install a crypto miner application because that's what they want to do with their computer, that is fine. But crypto mining has also been associated with malicious use. So malicious actors installing something on your computer that uses your system resources to profit them. It sounds a lot like what Norton is doing now because they are using your computer resources to make a 15% commission on all the crypto that you mine. Now, just to be clear, the feature does come disabled by default, but if you're a consumer, I would say ask yourself for how long. Because as we've seen throughout history, when you give an inch, you lose a mile as a consumer. So how long before these corporate entities decide, looking at some spreadsheet that shows their profits, somebody comes up with a brilliant plan, we're just going to enable crypto mining by default when the computer is idle. That's going to make us like 75% more revenue. Do you think that's something that can happen 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now if we, proceed with this? I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about this. It's kind of funny because even when I do a Google search for Avira crypto miner, I get articles from Avira saying how they detect malicious crypto miners. So now they're adding one themselves. Just to be absolutely clear, like I said, there's nothing wrong with a crypto mining application. The issue I have is with a crypto mining application being bundled as part of security software. Why is that part of what an antivirus does, other than a major incentive for the company to make more money than they're already making? Because if you're using Norton, they're charging you a good fee per year to provide that protection. So it's not like it's free software. I mean, if it's Avast, at least I can say, okay, whatever. Their main user base is free. They have to make money somehow. They're either going to sell your data or do this. But with Norton, it's like it's the next level, right? It's like Norton and McAfee. And a few weeks ago, I got linked this video that says the entire antivirus industry is basically a scam. Now, I don't agree with that. And I remember just laughing out loud, thinking, how can this person be serious? And then I go and see that there are thousands and thousands of likes on the video. And I wonder, well, this doesn't make any sense. Is it really what people think, that the entire AV industry is a scam? But then, when I look at behavior like this, I can totally understand the sentiment. I can see why people don't take this industry seriously. I have nothing else to say. If you're a Norton user, I would strongly suggest canceling your subscription. If nothing, just to send a message that the market is not going to reward this sort of greedy behavior. And if you're saying, well, I don't mind a 15% commission, I kind of like the feature to mine Ethereum on my computer, just ask yourself, isn't there another application that you would rather use instead of Norton to do that? And why is that an essential part of your security suite? And here's the thing, for most people, you're not going to make a profit mining Ethereum. You're going to waste your energy, you're going to waste your computer resources, and at the end of the day, when you do the calculations, you may break even, or you may actually end up with loss. But you know who's not going to end up with loss? Norton, because they're not spending anything. They're not spending their electricity. They're just using you to generate 15% additional revenue. And it's totally insignificant from one customer. But when you have millions of customers, well, that becomes a very substantial amount of money, even if you're making a few dollars from each customer. So for you, you get basically nothing. Maybe you get $10 at the end of the year, but the company gets away with millions and boost their revenue by 20-25% while providing no real additional benefit to you. So yeah, my take on this is very grim, as you can tell already, and I'm not very happy because I don't normally like making these sorts of videos where I take a stand, but this is starting to get outrageous with the AV industry. I'm starting to see why there's this large proportion of people who just don't take it seriously anymore, and I really want this to stop. Cybersecurity is a real problem, and detecting threats is a very real challenge, and we do need software and automation to do that. It's totally silly to suggest that in the age of AI and automation, the best approach to cybersecurity would just be for individuals to, to go through millions of files and figure out using their magic common sense how each of them is coded and whether or not something malicious is in there. We definitely need software solutions to that problem. Antivirus has its place, whether it be Windows Defender, some other software, it doesn't matter. It's all the same technology, and we need that technology. But the industry behavior is so against the basic notions of cybersecurity, like the principle of least privilege, having the minimum amount of access. A lot of people just think that it's a big joke, and I don't blame them at this stage. So I really hope if anybody in the industry is watching that you take note of this, that you just spend a few minutes to think about where this is going and what this means for the industry. And at the end of the day, what this does is just erodes the trust of the end consumer. So you get a smaller and smaller portion of the market, which is mostly users who are totally unaware and don't know what they're doing and just get some AV pre-installed with their computer and keep paying a subscription because they feel they have to. Is that the kind of business we want to be running?